Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my makeup review series. Today I have the Revlon PhotoReady color correcting pen in green to try out, and this is for redness, color correcting redness, which is something I really struggle with. The redness in my cheeks today and lately has been very red, very inflamed, and I'm not even sure why, but I love trying out green color correcting products to help with the redness that I have in my cheeks mostly, but it also can be great for toning down blemishes, and I really want to achieve that evened out skin tone, but I haven't tried a color correcting pen before, and this being from Revlon is a nice low drugstore price point, so I'm excited to see what this is going to be able to do for me. So let's go ahead and find out. Oh my goodness. So this is the type of product that you twist up, which I've definitely tried out this type of product in lip, maybe concealer too, but not as a color corrector. So let's see how long it takes to get it actually going, how long I have to twist for. All right, there it goes. I'm gonna start just applying it to half of my face. Just go in with like a little bit like that. And I'm not even sure what technique I want to use for blending this, but whoa, this actually has a lot of pigment, so a little goes a long way. And it does seem to be blending out nicely with my finger. So I'm just gonna focus this all over the redness. And the way color correcting works is that green is opposite of red on like the color wheel. So it should really cancel out the tones. And this definitely has that green color that is gonna look green on the skin as I'm blending it out, like it's that pigmented. But to me, that's not a bad thing. I actually want to be able to see that a bit. But look at that difference in how red my skin looks. I'm gonna just go over a little bit more where it's still pretty red. I'm gonna go ahead on my nose and then get these blemishes, but I like this brush twist up technique, and then blending it out with my fingers is very easy as well. And I'm gonna go on top of this with my Tinted Moisturizer, so I'm not minding if there's still visible green tone to my skin. But I like that this is looking like a nice smooth texture, hydrating to the skin. It's not leaving any sort of dry cakiness. So this seems very promising. Looking at how just toned down the red is and how my skin tone looks evened out, let's go ahead now and see if I apply the Tinted Moisturizer with the green primer versus without it, if I really do have reduced visible redness. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply one of my favorite tinted moisturizers, the Maybelline Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer. And I wanted to choose something that's not super opaque full coverage so that we can see if the color correcting really works. So I'm just going to quickly go ahead, pick up the product on my Damp and Beauty sponge and do a quick layer onto the side without the green color correcting so that we can compare, and that way I don't mix in any of the green on this side. And I'll plan to apply the same exact amount of product to both sides. All right, so a light layer of the Tinted Moisturizer is applied to this side of my face now, and you can see redness still peeking through. But now let's see how it is on top of the green color corrector. And I'm hoping that this will just make it look like natural skin, not like a green tinge to my foundation. And right away as I'm applying it, it seems to be doing a really nice job of sitting on top of the green color corrector. And I don't see any green peeking through. But so now here is how my face looks with the Tinted Moisturizer applied on top. And like, there's definitely more redness on the side with the color corrector, but I don't know why this sometimes happens when I use like a green color corrector or primer underneath my foundation, but it looks like I didn't put any green on underneath. Like there's no green tone anymore, but the redness is still peeking through a lot, as if that green layer was just disappeared. I mean, there's definitely a difference, but it's not as improved as I was expecting, and it's not as color corrected as I would want it to be. And unfortunately, that is something I've seen before. I'm like, where does the green go? It just kind of disappears, or I don't even know. And I try to just tap the Tinted Moisturizer on top of it, and unfortunately I did use like a green sponge here, so you can't really tell if there's green on it, but I just feel like this result was not really worth the effort of applying the green color corrector. It just didn't make enough of a difference. There's still so much redness in my skin. So it's fun to try this, but I just feel like I can't really recommend it as a solution or a step worth taking in my foundation routine based off of the results I got. If you have any tips in the comments down below for other ways to use this to get better results, I would love to hear about those. You know, for the fun of it, it's just one last chance. I'm gonna go ahead and just apply a little bit more, and let's see if I need to have this be a product I apply on top of foundation. Now I feel like it's just kind of removing the foundation even more, and didn't make much of an improvement in how red my cheek looks. It doesn't really look green either, which I guess is okay, but I mean, that helped more. Look at that difference with it applied on top of the foundation versus without it. So maybe that's how I'll get use out of it, because I don't really feel like you can tell that my cheek is green. It does blend in pretty well with the foundation color. So I guess if you use a lot of this, you really layer it up and you take the time to make it work, it can give some good results, but I just know realistically it's not something I'll be doing very often. But thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon in my next video.